want to go ahead and do this video and talk about this trio of evil entities. One is actually, there's four that's involved. One is named Baron Samedi. His real name is Belly. Another one is Alex Nacimiento. Looks like this. And there's another one. They're trying to intimidate me now into silence, and they were telling me that if I say anything, I won't be able to get back the shit that they stole from me, which is every single fucking night. Every fucking night I get tortured and tormented by these entities. Every single fucking night. And just like with the Jigsaw Killer, they expect me to play a game with them where I'm supposed to be duped into silence and not say anything just to be able to get my shit back. But anyways, with that being said, I'm tired of dealing with these evil spirits. I'm tired of playing by their bullshit. I want to be free of this curse. I don't want to have to deal with their shit. You know, I've been trying to get cleansings in the spirit world and, go through the arduous ordeal of trying to get this evil ass shit off of me. There's another one. It's a pedophile spirit. 1135 Hertz is your friend by the name of Seamus Anderson. He looks a lot like this. He actually raped a cherub-looking spirit guide friend of mine's in the spirit world. But anyways, what these evil motherfuckers have done is they collaborated with these people who look like this here. Nini Ocala, Ethan Ocala, from what I understand. There's another one. His name is Alvarado Alvarez or something. I was told that there's a Native American who lives in Malibu, who lives in a mansion. He looks a lot like this. A Mikey Hernandez who looks like that. Anyways, with that being said, there's actually a spirit. His name is Dan Arcienega, and he's the most sadistic one. He was a former cartel member when he was alive. He was a pedophile and a rapist, and for some strange reason, they turned him into an angel or some shit like that, to guardian angel or some shit like that. But anyways, I once saw him at the bus stop on Figueroa in Manchester. Something told me that he was a spirit guide or something. And I noticed that he was at another bus stop poster. I should have busted his motherfucking lip when I saw him way further down. And he was on the same line, if you need to take the bus that I was. So to see him at two bus stops inexplicably at the same speed in which I was at, in which I took the bus instead of walked, and he's sitting there where he was, I don't get it. In other words, there's something weird there. But anyways, I got these spirits that are fucking with me, that work with these trio of people, including Baron Samedi. He's a very, very sadistic, sinister, evil motherfucker who orchestrated all of this shit to keep me inundated under very, very heavy curses. And he's been working with these very evil entities to keep me under very oppressive curses as well. And trying to, every single night when I try to get my sleep, I can't sleep at night because they're constantly robbing me of aspects of my consciousness. And then, it's getting to the point where they're trying to kill me in my sleep, effectively. And with that being said, they make it a mission so these things can feed off of your misery and suffering for you to go through an arduous, rigorous task to be able to get your shit back. And they'll play around with your consciousness. There's some evil fucking with me right about now. fuck around with your perception of reality and all of it. It's very sinister and it's extremely evil. Be telling you that you got to cooperate with this, where you literally, I've actually been told by people that I literally cry in my sleep because I'm being tormented by these evil ass motherfuckers. And it's been about 2 years since all of this started. And these things is more than just will drive you crazy. I actually felt like I was going to die last night. I barely had any consciousness left. And all day I've been trying to work to get the rest of my consciousness back. From what I understand in the spirit world, they keep bartering my consciousness, selling it, are telling me that if I say anything, I'm not going to get the original. It's going to be entity attachments or some shit like that, which I can tell the difference. With that being said, Baron Samedi, working in conjunction with this very sinister entity, is a racist motherfucker, racist old wetback. Didn't like black people when he was alive. He actually got genocidal feelings towards black people. Dan Arcienega, his mama's name, from what I understand, is a Carmen or Christine Arredondo or whatever they call it. He don't like blacks. From what I understand, when he first saw me, when he thought I was a weta, as they call it, or a white woman, he was very, very nice. In other words, quote unquote, the way they're nice is sexual harassment and all of that. So I've been running them up the street. And speaking of which, it's funny. Without saying too much, last night I went to I went to a club, and without saying too much, Baron Samedi was around. I was trying to get rid of him, remove him, and so forth and so on. So to make a long story short, this evil motherfucker set it up that I would fight 2 fucking wetback males. Whenever he is around you, his energy is around you. It invites and acts as an invitation towards evil and bad things. And I nearly got into a fight when it came at blows with these 2 motherfuckers, these 2 wetbacks. I don't like the motherfucker. I can't stand him. And I've been told that, you gotta, don't do this. I'm tired of dealing with it. It's driving me insane. It's driving me crazy. And I feel like I'm getting nearer and nearer to that. Anyways, Dan Arcienega is the main one who orchestrated it. Very, very malicious, evil entity. From what I understand, he was traveling around in South Central in the astral plane, siphoning off of and stealing a lot of black people's spiritual powers. A lot of them. I'm trying to retrieve my stuff, and I'm trying to figure out how to get my stuff back. All right, so with that being said, he works in tandem with another evil, malicious entity. Very, very malicious, who's been wreaking havoc all my life. From what I understand, he does not like black people. He was going around in the astral plane stealing black people's spiritual abilities and powers and giving a lot of black folks a major hard time. Major energy vampire, and he's been at the forefront of attempting to mess up my consciousness. Really, really, really bad. Anyways, with that being said, I've been trying to get, bits and pieces and parts of my consciousness back. And they've been making it extremely hard to do so. And like I said before, they've been swearing me to silence, trying to silence my voice, trying to silence me from being able to speak up. You know, and another thing I wanted to add about the Dan Arcienega, when he saw that I already, I think I mentioned that. Anyways, these evil ass malicious entities have been swearing me. Anyways, with that being said, every single night I face psychic attacks from these evil ass things where they rearrange, switch out my consciousness, bits and aspects of it in the astral plane, deliver it to other people, all without my permission. You know, currently I have an extremely wicked evil entity that I think is attached to Baron Samedi that is manipulating or keeping people from hearing what I'm really saying in the astral plane. I got some really, really evil, malicious shit on me. I'm not going to lie, that is trying to bring me to ruin, complete ruin, and in conjunction insanity, and keeping me stuck in a curse of poverty. I'm going to say it right now. You don't want to work or deal with Baron Samedi. You don't want him in your bloodline. He'll cause a lot of friction and problems like he did for me on the PCH while I was out there. You know, he'll work with a band of very, very malicious, evil entities to try to fuck with you and fuck you up. With that being said, you know, like for instance, that racist entity I was talking about, Dan Arcienega, very, very good prime example. With that being said, I'm trying to figure out what to do because these things get a jolt out of having you fight within your own consciousness to get stuff back. You know, and making you insane and driving you to the brink of insanity. I'm going to go ahead and say it because I've been trying to get rid of them. They're trying to bring me to the point of losing full consciousness so that I can end up dead. And from what I understand, Baron Samedi and all of these entities in the astral plane are being paid to fuck me up and to fuck with me and keep me under heavy curses. It goes really, really deep. I'm just going to say it right now. That's why I barely have any spiritual protection, with the exception of ancestors, which is a very small few, and they've been trying and almost successfully are able to separate me from my ancestors. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Do not ever deal with Baron Samedi. He is an extremely evil entity, very malicious motherfucker. He's nothing like the stories talk about. With that being said, to all of you out there, thank you. Have a good day. Good night.